Hi guys, Ryan Carruthers here from the Betfair Trading Community.com with another one-line lesson. So another bit of tech issues again this morning, trying to use this software that doesn't seem to want to work. If anyone knows anything about live streaming software, please do get in touch. And we've got this software called Ecamm Live, and basically what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to help me get the most out of these videos for you guys, but it doesn't seem to do that. So how I've done these videos all through the time we've been in lockdown and we've been doing them is I've just done them on my phone. I've just hit record on my phone, I've gone live and gone through it. But we got quite a bit of feedback from people saying, oh, we'd love to be able to have the videos as podcasts and etc etc. So I found this software that basically saves the video, and it can increase the audio levels. It can make everything better. It can do it all apparently, but it doesn't seem to be able to do bloody anything. The sound drops. I don't know whether it's because it's trying to connect the phone and the laptop. I have bought a proper microphone anyway, so that we can get really good audio, but I don't know how it's going to work with the camera. I think it is because it's trying to connect to the phone and the computer. But anyway, I will get to the bottom of it. So if you Audio City for recording sound, I have, yes, tried Audio City. I will make a note of that now to try and play around with some other bits and get this done. The reason we chose Ecamm was apparently it was supposed to do absolutely everything, and you could set it up so you could have your phone as the camera, you could have a proper microphone as the microphone, so we could take these videos up a gear, because to be honest, I think we'll, even after lockdown, I'll continue doing the videos live. I prefer to do my BTC stuff that way, and I really like the engagement from you guys. So if you are watching this and you are new to the channel, please do hit subscribe. If you are here, you've subscribed to the YouTube channel, you just love it, give us a thumbs up. Give us a comment in the comments below. Let me know how you're doing today and if you had a good weekend. If you got up to anything as well at the weekend, let me know. This is a good segment. Be good if it does continue. I think it will continue. I'm not sure if it'll continue every single day because I'm probably going to run out of things to say, or you guys might get sick of me rambling on for 30 minutes every day. And me basically telling you I stick to the rules. I never let my trades run long, and I create a trading plan. You know, that's basically what I do. But yeah, this is a good lesson. This lesson is all about how to find the true odds and then how to use them. So this is a question that I get asked all the time. People are saying to me, but how do you work out value and how do you work out the true odds of something, and how do you know then whether you're getting value on your trades, etc, etc. Now, if you're a member and you're watching this, you already have access to the stats software that gives you an odds, a proper true odds in the stats software. It's there. It works it out for you. If you're not a member, I'm going to show you a really easy way of doing it. So you work out true odds. You take 100, you find the percentage of the thing that you're looking at. So if you're going for over 1.5 goals in a game, okay, find the percentage of that, use soccer stats, anything like that, and then go 100 divided by, now let's say that 67% of the games that you're looking at go over 1.5 goals. 100 divided by 67 gives us 1.49. That now is the true odds. You have turned that percentage into a decimal. That's the true odds. That's what the odds should be. And that's it. That's how you work out the true odds. So now you've got that. You've got that information to be able to go and find value. So if the game that you're looking at, and also just a note, does the what if feature show you the odds you will get or if how money you'll get back? Doesn't the what if feature. The what if feature on Betfair does, so you can see what you're on. But I would definitely get every single person to know, just to work through that yourself, so that you know just instinctively. It can be a little tool or something that you work on right now. You could start playing around with that as a spreadsheet. You know, you could go and start working out the returns on that. Now you could build this spreadsheet and go 1.50. You go all the way from 1.01, 1.02, and just do that on a spreadsheet, and then down the side just put a point in 1 or whatever, just to try and work it out. But the reason people want to know that the true odds is they want to know if they're getting value and if that's a price that they should be taking. So when you've worked out the true odds, you can then start to look at the prices on Betfair and go, right, okay, so in that example, it was 1.49, near enough 1.50, but you can get 1.7 on the exchange. So straight away, you've got value. Yes, you can use poison to work out the percentages. The problem with poison's an incredible tool, but it's so time intensive to fill it in. So when you use something like the BTC stats, it does all of the heavy lifting for you, and you can actually save this all the time. So you can save the filters. So say you wanted to go over 2.5 goals and the games had to be 80% of the time, you could do that as a filter. You could also have added onto your filter the true odds worked out for you, and then you could have the Betfair price as well. So when you export that to a spreadsheet, it's going to look like this. Liverpool v Man United, sort of 85% over 2.5 goals. The odds for that is X, the true odds for that is X, and the current odds on Betfair for that is X. So then you can clearly see, vroom, we're getting value there, we're not getting value there. So why you want to know this is for value, because if you're getting a price over the true odds, you've got value on your side straight away. So you've now got value to your trade straight away. And how you can use that then is you can use that to differentiate between trades that aren't at the right level or that are. But don't get so hung up on it. Don't get so hung up on, well, that isn't a value trade. It might be close to it. Don't just discard that straight away. There's lots of other factors that go into whether that is a good trade or not. Of course, if it's if the value and the true odds are so far apart, then yeah, I want you to get rid of that. Like if the true odds are 1.50 and you're getting 1.10 on the exchange, like you could wait all day for that to hit 1.50. And if it's 1.50 from 1.10 and the game isn't that active, step away. So you can use it to give you a feeling of, you know, is this going to be a good trade? You've got it. Is it always value, both on the back and the lay? Just explain that if you can, just in a little bit more detail for me. Do you mean, is it value when you're backing or then when you're laying? So you've done your first trade and then you're doing your second trade, or to work it out either way. So that's how we want to use it. We want to use it to help identify whether we've got value on a trade or not. And when you've got value on your side long term, you are going to be profitable longer term, especially if you've been watching these videos, which I know you all have, because then you've got the what, has to happen question. So you've got all of these things filtering out your games, and then at the end of that, you've got a value trade on your side. You are now well on the path to being a profitable trader. It really is that simple. If 1.1 but odds 1.5, you should back it. If odds 1.5. Good question. So, yes, good question. I love it. So if, for example, in my example, the true odds are 1.5, but the actual odds you're getting is 1.1 to back, should you lay that selection? Well, I'm going to ask you a question now. What has to happen? What has to happen for you to be profitable there? So if you've laid over 1.5 goals, what has to happen? Everything in trading, everything can be taken back to the what has to happen question. And then you find the answers to it. So in that example, if you're going through your trades for the day and you're saying, okay, there's no value on that one, great, but there might be some value to lay because I can lay that very low at over 1.5. Okay, what has to happen? Well, there has to be no goals for a substantial period of time in the first half, if you're getting in at the start of the game, for that price to actually go to where I want it so that I can get out and take my profit. Fantastic. Okay, so do either team score in the first half? What's the percentage? Do either team concede in the first half? What's the percentage? Who scores the goals first? Which team? Who concedes first? Which team? How many shots on target on average do each team need to score and concede? Who scores the goals? Which player? Is Aguero on the pitch? Does Aguero score in the first half or the second half? Does Kevin De Bruyne get the ball to him? Etc, etc, etc. And it's just a filtering process then. The what has to happen question is the most powerful question in the history of trading ever. Not enough people know about that question or want to use it. And I don't know why, because when you break it down that way, it makes trading so much easier. And if you've then gone, okay, so we've now got value on our side and what has to happen. So if you are researching these over 1.5 trades, and exactly like has been brought up on the video, great question about should I then lay it? Well, if that game didn't fit your criteria to back it, it might be a good one to lay it because you've got value on your side and it doesn't fit the what has to happen to go over 1.5 but get you a profitable trade. So then start looking at it as okay, well, can I lay it? And then what has to happen there? And you've already got a lot of the data there. You're just then attributing it to a slightly different technique. And that is an incredible question, well asked as well. Absolute cracking question, because it doesn't just give you the what has to happen for your backing. It gives you the what has to happen if you're laying. So if you're trying to find a strategy to trade on Betfair and it's just not working out for you, flip it over. So many people are so close to a profitable strategy. Every single person watching this is so close to a profitable strategy, maybe even one that they've tested themselves, but it just needed a little tweak. And it might just be that you aren't finding value to back over 1.5, but you think that's what you're trying to do, but actually you're finding value to lay over 1.5 because none of your selections meet the criteria to do your rules of backing over 1.5, and you don't have any value there, but you've got loads of value on the lay-in. So you just switch it around a little bit and then boom, you've got a profitable strategy. And I'd say 85% of the best strategies I've seen have come from the basis of an unprofitable strategy. Like, they're just so simple, which is why I am so like, I just get so excited and passionate about tracking the data when you're paper trading something, because You never know how close you are to a profitable strategy, and it might only be a few tweaks. Alex, I struggle with the unders market. How come? What do you struggle with about it? Do goals come in? Because if goals come in, then you might have the slightly different, you might be going, okay, so I struggle with unders because goals are coming. So something in your research is finding games that have goals in. So turn it on its head and then try and find, because they always score. Okay, so you might actually have an over strategy, but just something that you're looking for has hidden it and has just made it, you think it's unders, but actually it's overs because something in your research is finding games that always score. Flip it on its head. There's a reason why I used to find really, really bad tipsters and I'd pay them for their services and they'd be like, right, back this horse. And I'd be like, oh, no, my friend. You've lost money every month for the last however long. I'm going to lay your selections. A random guy emailed me a few weeks ago and he was like, this horse just 100% will win. I was like, okay, I'll track your selections for a couple of days. Everyone lost and they were all below 3.0. So guess what I did? I laid them. And then I sent him an email saying, why have you stopped emailing me? I want these selections. And he said, oh, well, we're having a bit of a bad time at the minute. We're going to reassess our selection process. I was like, no, don't do that. Keep emailing me them. I'll pay you to email me them because they lose. Actually, what you've got is a laying system. And that's what you can find with value and asking the what has to happen question. Always caffeinated when I do these, but it's great to see. I think this is the most people we've had on live at any time. 20 people. Love the feedback that we get. One of the best trades is look at the tips from a certain tipsters that move the market. Wait for them to publish the tips on which remind them you. Yes, just watch where the money goes. Like certain tipsters do very, very well. So when they produce a selection, the price drops. There used to be an amazing horse racing tipster company called Value Horse Backing or valuetips.com, something like that. And they made so much money. But the problem was they skewed it. They screwed it for themselves because they'd give you a horse at 10-1. But by the time they emailed it, it was like 5-1. I never know when you're going to be live until you're live. Okay, so I go live at 10 o'clock every single day, Monday to Friday, on the YouTube channel. I will tweet the link out as well on Twitter. So make sure you follow us at Betfair, capital T, capital C. And then you'll definitely get these. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. One of the other reasons why I got that software is price-wise is an example of that. Yeah, his horses get absolutely smashed. Jinxie Trader used to do this all the time. He used to pick amazing horses. But just going back, one of the reasons that I got the software is it can stream apparently to Facebook and YouTube when we get it right at the same time, and Twitter. So wherever you follow us, I can do one video, can stream it out to all those platforms. Amazing. And then I can take the audio and then I can upload it as a podcast so that you guys can, because I know some guys watch this back later on, and girls, sorry girls, but then we can also do it in we can also do it in a podcast so you can watch it wherever. So the guys watching from India, fantastic. We have an amazing cricket trader. We've got many of them. We're actually in the process of looking at building horse racing software. We're building it now. And then after that, we're going to have cricket trading software. So everything I'm talking about with the BTC stat software, we're going to put over every sport so that you'll be able to plug and play strategies, filters to every sport. So if you're a cricket trader, if you're a tennis trader, we've already got the tennis stats, and I'll be doing a whole host of videos about them. If you're a horse racing trader, you'll be able to get all of the stats you want every day, hit one button and export them to Excel. If you want to just see them on your screen, you can. So I'll just summarize that. If you've got any questions, guys, just pop them in the comments below and I'll ask them. As always, if you do want any more, content, any more questions, just fire them on the comments and I'll pick them up. So how to work the true odds out: you take 100, you divide it by the percentage, the stat that you're looking at, and it will give you the true odds. BTC software does it for you if you do want that. Why do you want to know this? Is because you can then identify value trades from no value trades. So you can find better priced trades than you would originally. How we can use it is we can use it to identify value, to see as a filter whether we're actually going to look at that trade or not, but also to know that value is on our side. We can also use it to find our own strategies where we might be looking at a back, but actually it's telling us that everything we're looking at is actually better to lay, and then we can lay that selection if it fills the what has to happen question. And that's it, guys. So I won't ramble on any longer. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. If anyone wants any more information about Betfair Trading Community, if you go to www.betfairtradingcommunity.com, you'll find out everything you need. Or if you've got a question, you can ask it on this channel, ask it on this video. I personally read every single comment and I will be replying to them as well. So thank you very much for giving me your time and making these videos absolutely amazing. I'll be buzzing to be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. I will not be trying that new software. I'll probably try that in-house with Martin first to see if we can get it working. So, and I will also tweet the link out. So follow at Betfair TC, and I will see you guys tomorrow.